You've probably seen different variations for donkey kicks before, and this one I really like because you're working the supporting leg as well. One of the first things that I noticed that kind of compensates on this one is basically people will lift the leg up and kind of arch the back a little bit, and then they'll kind of lower from here. So can you see how I actually haven't done anything at my hip? It's all at my back. So what I want you to really be aware of is, can I lock my back in place? So we're gonna hinge. You feel that supporting leg working a bit, which is great. I'm actually kind of driving my foot forward a little. Now I'm gonna hold neutral spine, hold my abs in, and I'm gonna start feeling my glutes like a little preload before I even start. So I'm gonna feel that. Now I'm just gonna use my glutes. Okay, well that's different. When I don't use my back, I can't go as far. So then you're gonna control as you come in. It's about here that I usually see this drop. That's when we start loading the supporting leg and the back a little bit too much. Keep that tailbone pulling up to the ceiling, kind of like there's a tow rope pulling it up, and let the glutes of that resisted leg come in. And you can come in as far as you like. Start the contraction from what's called the long side when the glutes are really in the stretch position. Squeeze the glutes, hold that pelvis in place, build the contraction, and keep that tailbone up. You'll be like, oh, there's that control coming back in. It's really critical that that pelvis does not move at all. The abs are going to help hold it in place. If you had headlights on the hips, they're going to stay forward as well. You're going to feel some really nice isolation from the bottom leg too, which is fantastic. So now we're also I'm going to show you a few ranges that really help different fibers in the glutes, and it's our hip rotation involved. So now if you turn that leg out, but my hips are still square, get that great position, feel that outside portion of the glutes really working as you lift up, get that extension, keep the tailbone up, and control the lowering. It is quite phenomenal to do these ones standing. And with this machine, it's amazing because you can have a good anchor for your hands where you feel stable. You can feel where you are and pull back in. And now we're going to try rotating the leg inwards. See how nothing else in my body moved, I hope. And turn in. Pull the inside glutes, the inside of the leg. Keep the shoulders up and back, and then pull through. This internal hip rotation and extension is what we're working on. Internal hip rotation and hip extension is usually quite weak in people, and it can help us pull through a lot better without our AT bands tightening up and without our hips tightening, and it helps give a little extra space in the hips. Now there's one extra little part that's kind of fun. If you want to turn the leg straight, kick it behind, then you can add the one leg deadlift. So we're up, hinge in the supporting leg, and come back down. And we're up, I'm keeping a good hip extension, come right up, hinging into my bottom hip, and down. So this is just a phenomenal way to do a one leg deadlift, really keeping that tension in the pelvis. I want you to try both sides. Remember that your feet are a big part of it, so have them gripping. Watch those headlights and have a little fun with this. See what ranges that you can really build on and how much strength you can get.